Alright guys, well, China Komaki here. Well, as you can see now, I'm in a quite famous travel spot, which is the Eiffel Tower, the famous building behind me. Well, I've been on the road trip for almost 20 or 30 days already. Not 30 days, 20 days. So yeah, I'm a little bit exhausted, but when I travel all the way from Germany to down to Paris, the west, the south part of Europe. It just reminds me some topic that I really want to share with you guys. I'm a foreigner, right? I'm a foreigner in Europe. I visited Germany and all the way now in Paris. When I make videos, right? I carry this big camera, talking to the camera, and nobody really actually cared about me. Like, you don't see people, trying to come to my face and try to, see me as a internet celebrity or see me just different, right? Nobody gives a shit about what I'm doing or just a normal people, right? People don't really care if you are making YouTube videos or if you are, a Chinese in Europe or anything like that. But the funny thing is, we always see, to hold this one steadily. We always see when a Westerner, right, basically Caucasian white people, in China, like if you take a camera and you are talking to the camera and you are making videos, you got a lot of attentions, right? You got people, surrounding you and try to, making photos, taking pictures with you. You feel so proud of yourself actually when you are a foreigner, especially you are white, right? But this is something really weird, right? It only happens in maybe certain Asia country. Maybe if you go to North Korea, you got a lot of tensions. But for me, I'm just like an ordinary normal people travel around and making videos, right? So this brings a topic which is the China situation, which is quite different as the ordinary normal countries all over the world. Intentionally, the Chinese government is trying to separate the Chinese people apart from the world, actually, through the information firewalls or language barriers and misinformation and different different interpretations of this planet and all the situation all around this world, right? So that's why we saw Chinese people are actually, are lacking of reality knowledge, actually. So that's why when they see, a foreigner come to China, which is such a big news. I mean, now if you are in Shanghai or Beijing, it's fine. But if you are in some like a random small places, it's really a big attention or news even. That's why we see people like the Shields, right? People like Gui Lao or like Jia You, or they are so enjoyed this kind of vibe, right? Or this kind of this kind of attentions that they can get in China. They feel they are somebody, right? Because here, if you see like a random Joe, walking on the street, wear a white T-shirt, and nobody gives a fuck, right? I mean, I'm not like trying to look down upon these guys, but you also need to do not look up them, right? But the ordinary Chinese cannot handle these kind of things. When they see foreigners, usually they look up you, right? until to a point. If the uncles find you are like dislike China, then they all of a sudden turn into a spoiled child mode, try to attack you. And what I'm gonna say is, if China is a normal country, right, it's not a isolated piece of land and try to trap people like sheep in the fence, right? They got proper information about this planet. They got just the average normal knowledge about this whole earth, right? They can perceive this planet in a normal way. Then this kind of maniac, like foreign worshipping mindset will not be even exist, right? At least this is my understanding. Actually, communism and socialism was originated from Europe, so it's a kind of like cult. It's a racist cult that look down upon the basically Han Chinese. And also the English education in China is a joke, right? You study English for 10 years or something, but still you cannot, do a normal conversation or, communicate in an ordinary way, or you cannot even understand what the others talking, because they teach English in a way that they do not want you to use English as a tool to communicate. So that's why you see this kind of like ridiculous situation. People told you they study English for almost 20 years, but when you talk to them, they cannot even understand you if you ask them if you want a cheeseburger or something, right? So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I'm gonna say. The reason that I'm always traveling all over the world or around Europe, between different countries, is I want to see, different situations. I want to see different social system. I want to see, just to, understand the world by myself, right? By experiencing it by myself. So, put some comments on Paris. This is a massive, big city. Kind of like feels like Shanghai, because the palm tree and the road system, because Shanghai used to be a French concession, right? In certain part of Shanghai, or the inner city part of Shanghai, it's kind of like you feel the similarity, right? Between like the vibes in Paris and the Shanghai, right? But it's a big city, and it has a lot of population, and the metro system is overcrowded, and you have to use the metro to get around. It's as different as the other European cities. Then when you get to the city, you just wandering around, and the old town or the old part of the city is so accessible by foot, right? By just walking over there. So yeah, I think maybe if you want to migrate to Paris or make a living here, that would be also pretty hard. Actually, it's not really easy to make a living in such mega city like Paris. I'm not really I can't say I dislike, but I'm not that kind of person really wanna this metropolitan life. So I see it as a place to just enjoy life, and just spend a couple of days here, and I can visit the historical part of the city. Then that's it. If you ask me to reside here, I wouldn't do that. But anyway, I just try to feel all the cities or the towns that I have been and stayed. I can give you a measurement based on my preference, right? But anyway, so this is the topic that I want to bring train in Paris, and I'll continue the travel. And yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers.